Crikey, meet the hyena crew. Crikey, mate. Get ready for a wild adventure. We're diving headfirst into the world of some of the most misunderstood critters on the planet. I'm talking about the hyena family. When you hear hyena, you might think of a cackling villain. But hold your horses. There's so much more to these animals than meets the eye. Absolute legends of survival, tough as nails, and smarter than a whip. We're going to meet 4 incredible members of this family. Striped, spotted brown, and the aardwolf. They all went down different paths. All right, let's meet our first contender. This is the striped hyena. What a mysterious beauty. A striped hyena peering out from behind a bush at night. You'll find them in North Africa, East Africa, the Middle East, and all the way to India. They're a bit smaller than their spotted cousins. A gorgeous coat like black stripes painted over gray or brown. Check out the mane, a long shaggy crest down the back. When they get scared or want to look bigger, whoosh, the mane stands right up. These guys are true creatures of the night, mostly solitary, sticking to the shadows. Now for the superstar, the one everyone thinks they know, the spotted hyena. But I'm telling you, most of what you've heard is wrong. These animals are not just giggling scavengers. They are one of Africa's most successful predators, found all across sub-Saharan Africa, covered in dark spots on a sandy coat, sometimes yellowish-gray variations too. And that famous laugh? It's not really a laugh. A complex sound used for communication. Whoops, groans, giggles. These guys are social butterflies, living in massive family groups called clans, sometimes up to 80 members. And get this, the girls are in charge. Clans are led by a dominant female, the matriarch. She's the biggest and toughest. Everyone answers to her. Dominance rules the society. Social structure is vital to defend territory and coordinate hunts. Working together, a clan can take down animals much larger than themselves. Wildebeest, zebra, teamwork makes the dream work. They have amazing stamina, able to chase for miles. They're cunning and intelligent, problem solvers, adaptable hunters and scavengers. Their jaws are powerful, able to crush the thickest bones into powder. They can drag huge chunks of meat, sometimes over 100 pounds, back to the den for the little ones, or stash food near water to save for later. Everything about the spotted hyena, social life to strength, is built for success. A true evolutionary masterpiece, a predator at the peak of its game. What an absolute legend. Let's meet another of the lesser-known members of the family, the brown hyena. What a magnificent, scruffy-looking critter this is. You'll find this one in the southern parts of Africa, deserts like the Kalahari and the Namib. As its name suggests, it's covered in long, shaggy brown fur, like a big fuzzy coat with a creamy mane. They even have striped legs that give them a bit of flair. That long coat helps protect from the scorching sun by day and the cold desert nights. Brown hyenas or strand wolves, beach wolves, are also social, often seen patrolling coastlines looking for washed-up food. They live in small family groups, but usually go out foraging alone, expert foragers covering huge territories at night. A single brown hyena might walk more than 20 miles in one go, using its incredible nose to sniff out meals. After a long night, they often come back together at their communal den to rest and socialize. They are resourceful, scavenging carcasses, fruit, insects, even cracking ostrich eggs on rocks. Masters at finding food in a harsh environment. All right, hold on to your hats because this next one is a real oddball. Meet the aardwolf. Now it looks a bit like a small, skinny, striped hyena with the same black stripes and shaggy mane. But this little guy is in a league of its own. The name aardwolf means earth wolf in Afrikaans, a perfect name for this digger. They dig or borrow burrows, sleeping underground in the day and foraging at night. You'll find them in the grasslands of eastern and southern Africa. But the most amazing thing about the aardwolf is what it eats. Termites. It has a long, sticky tongue, kind of like an anteater's, used to lap up thousands of termites from the ground. A single aardwolf can slurp up as many as 250,000 termites in one night. They have tiny peg-like teeth, useless for crushing bones, but they don't need them. Their hearing is incredible. They can hear termites chewing underground. Aardwolves are shy and monogamous. Pairs defend territories together that contain enough termite mounds for the year. They sleep in burrows by day and head out at night, a niche specialist avoiding competition with daytime insectivores. By eating hundreds of thousands of termites nightly, aardwolves help protect grazing lands and tiny antelope from destructive termite outbreaks. A gentle, quirky specialist, a little ripper, and a quiet hero of the grasslands. Crikey, let's talk about the next generation. Raising babies in the wild is a tough gig. Spotted hyena mothers give birth to tiny cubs in private dens, sometimes one, sometimes two. These little tackers are born with eyes open and a full set of teeth, feisty from day one. Mums often move cubs to the clan's communal den, a giant creche where mothers nurse their own but safety is in numbers. Striped and brown hyenas tend to use private dens. Litters can have up to 4 cubs, born blind and helpless. Brown hyena clans often help, bringing food to the den for the mother and young. A real team effort. Aardwolf mums give birth in underground burrows. Dads are super dads, standing guard at night while mums forage. Cubs apprentice for months, learning hunting, foraging, and clan rules. It's a long apprenticeship, but essential for survival. Life in the wild is no walk in the park. Every one of these animals faces dangers. For big hyenas, their biggest rivals are often lions. Bigger, stronger, stealing kills and causing brutal clashes. These clashes are major causes of death, a constant battle for food and territory. Smaller species like the striped hyena and aardwolf must watch for leopards and pythons, predators that can take cubs. But the biggest threat across the board is humans. Habitat loss as farmland and suburbs expand into wild areas. Misunderstanding fuels persecution. Traps and poison are sadly used against hyenas and aardwolves. The striped and brown hyenas are listed as near threatened. Numbers are dropping outside protected areas. They are tough survivors, but they can't fight habitat destruction and persecution alone. They need our help. With conservation, education, and community work, there's hope yet. Did you know the female spotted hyena has a reproductive system that looks almost identical to a male's? It makes giving birth difficult and dangerous. Striped hyenas have been seen carrying food back to den not just for cubs, but for older or injured clan mates, rare social care in the animal kingdom. Brown hyenas have among the most powerful jaws for their size, cracking bone to reach marrow, and some strandwolves even hunt seal pups. Aardwolves fluff up and, if needed, release a foul-smelling liquid from anal glands, a skunk-like defense that repels predators. They don't always fight. Sometimes brains and bizarre tricks are the best survival tools. So, after all that, why should we care about these 4 incredible animals? They are the cleanup crew, the health inspectors and nature's great recyclers, preventing disease spread by eating carcasses. The spotted hyena is a key predator, controlling populations of grazers like wildebeest and antelope to prevent overgrazing. The aardwolf protects grazing lands by eating hundreds of thousands of termites each night, a small animal with a huge ecological job. They are not villains. Hyenas are intelligent, complex, and have strong family bonds. They are fascinating survivors. By protecting habitats, fighting poaching, and educating communities, we ensure their whoops and shuffles are heard for generations. They are true beauties and deserve our respect and protection. Thanks for joining the hyena crew. Until the next wild adventure. Crikey!
Am I the only one who thought aardwolves were tiny hyenas? Turns out they're in a league of their own. Let's dive into the wild life of Africa's strangest mammal. So what exactly is an aardwolf? Imagine a critter that looks like a hyena but eats almost nothing but termites. Not ants, not meat, just termites, up to 300,000 of them in a single night. With a super long, sticky tongue, they slurp up these bugs like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Aardwolves are nighttime wanderers using big ears to hunt in the dark while avoiding big predators. They're shy and rarely seen, but you might spot their black stripes, bushy tails, the way they walk with their heads low, sniffing out termite mounds. But here's the twist. Aardwolves are part of the hyena family, but unlike their bone-crushing cousins, they've traded power for stealth and speed. Their teeth are tiny, perfect for slurping bugs, not biting bones. Life for an aardwolf is chill. They live in small territories with their mate and sometimes their kids. Parents share burrows, taking turns babysitting while the other goes termite hunting. Aardwolf pups are born in underground dens, blind and helpless, but they grow up fast, ready to hunt bugs within weeks. Surprisingly, they don't destroy termite colonies. They nibble just enough, letting the bugs recover for their next visit. Nature's perfect pest controllers. So next time you think of Africa's wildest animals, remember, the aardwolf may look like a hyena's underdog cousin, but it's a termite-eating champion with a life story full of surprises. Stay curious and keep exploring the wild side of nature.